Today our lesson is on equivalent names. The lesson is 2.2 and the lesson objective is I can create equivalent names for whole numbers using name collection boxes. I can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So you're going to be putting this information into your math notebook now. We're going to begin with the number 10. So in your notebook, you are going to write the number 10 and you are going to create as many different names as you can for that number 10. I have given you a couple of examples. 2 times 5, which is 10. 16 subtract 10 plus 4 is 10 because you do what's in the parentheses first. So 16 subtract 10 is 6 and then add 4, which is 10. So go ahead and try and make 6 or 7 of your own, and as you're doing that you've stopped your video and I am going to create some as well, and then you can check back to see if you have any of the same ones that I do. So I am thinking, let's go with 5 plus 5, or 50 divided by 5 is 10, or 100 subtract 90 would be 10. We could do 100 divided by 10 is 10, or we could do 20 plus 15 and get to 35 and then subtract 25 and you would have an answer of 10. So these are just some of the possibilities. There are endless. We could even think, if you know your Roman numerals, the Roman numeral just X is also 10. All right, next number you're going to try is the number 18. So again, in your notebook, practice, write the number 18 and then create some equivalent names. I have started with 9 plus 9, or 2 times 10 minus 2 is 18, or we could do 6 times 3 is 18, or 14 plus 4 more is 18, or we could do the Roman numeral X plus a V, which is 5, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18. That would be the Roman numeral. We could try 30 subtract 12 is 18. You can always do just 18 times 1. So again, those are a few. You can surely, hopefully you had some that are similar, or you have created some of your own ideas. Now, this is a name collection box, and you have seen these before, but the name collection box is for the number 12. So we want to try and think of some different names for 12. Right away I think of 2 times 6 is 12. I think 24 divided by 2 is 12. We could do 10 plus 2 is 12. You could think 112, subtract 100. The answer would be 12. And then obviously always whenever you multiply by 1, it is 12. So those are just some examples. You maybe can think of some many more. So I'm going to have you pause your video and create some names for 30 and then check back to see if you have some of the same ones that I have. So 6 times 5 is 30. 170 subtract 140 is 30. So those are getting into some bigger numbers. Or you can think of your basic 10 plus 10 plus 10. Or you can do Roman numerals, which is x, 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 3 x's would be 30. How about 15 times 2? So that would work as well. So what you are doing is working with name collection boxes. Now, on page 30, you have some name collection boxes that you are going to be working on after you finish watching your video. So they have given you some examples for 16. So they have given you 3, so you have to add a couple of more. Then you need to do 5 for 24, 5 for 50, and 5 for 100. And then tomorrow in class, we will have a chance to talk about them, and you will be sharing some of your ideas with your classmates. But I do want to find out how well you are understanding equivalent names for different numbers. So the quiz question number 1, you have to think about which of the equations would be an equivalent for 14. So you have to look at your choices and decide which one of those would be accurate. Number 2, you can see that you have 5 different equations. However, you don't know what the name collection box is for. So that's what you have to figure out. So you go ahead and figure out what each one of these answers is, and hopefully you'll find your answer to the right. Quiz question number 3 has 4 different name collection boxes, but only one of them is totally accurate. So you have to really do your good math thinking to figure out which one of these math name collection boxes has been done accurately. And then the last one, again, you have to create a name figure out what the name collection box is for. So look at all the different equations and what does each one add up to be or work out to be. So remember, you're going to be trying to do some name collections on your own on page 30 in your journal, and we will be checking those tomorrow. Good luck!